Hello, everyone that has joined. Hello. Welcome. Good morning. Flag. Morning.
Flag is that? Ladies.
Good morning.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
While we wait for everyone to join, would you guys like for me to share my, JC heard me this morning, but to share my the inspirational quote that I read this morning?
Yes, we love those.
So it was how far you've come isn't as important as how far you can go. That was good stuff. For me, it was, it really resonated because sometimes we get so focused on the journey that we forget about the destination.
Yep.
So, and by that I mean, like, we focus on, like, oh yeah, like if your goal was to run $1 million business and you've accomplished that goal, then now all of a sudden you're so fixated on accomplishing the goal that we forget God has so much more for us, and you got to keep going. So I just wanted to share that this morning.
Love that. I love how you always have these inspirational quotes every single day. I always wonder, I'm like, what is it going to be for today? I love it.
That's my morning. You remember those books, Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul?
Yeah, I love them.
That's my chicken noodle soup for the soul in the mornings from my soul.
Interesting story how that book came about. They weren't planning on making books like that, but people just kept sending them testimonials, and they thought, a lot of people would benefit from hearing so many different success stories. And it's just, you can never knock down an idea. Every single type of idea is a good idea. You just have to execute it, and as you said, go with the journey and understand that everything is a journey.
Absolutely. Oh, that's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we see a lot of people joining us here on our Clubhouse. I believe this is our third one. And for those of you who are new to this room, I just quickly want to take about a couple of seconds and introduce everyone here, all the speakers in the room, so you're familiar with this. And we host this Clubhouse every Tuesday at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. And we talk about real estate, how to get started in real estate, what to do in real estate, every single topic that you can possibly think of, we will be covering this entire year. And a little bit about myself. I come from a marketing background and recently just dived into real estate and working with these amazing ladies that you see here. And today we are going to be covering the topics of how to get started in real estate, how to pass your exams, how to choose a firm if you're looking for a brokerage, or if you need a new brokerage, we got you covered, and also how to market and differentiate yourself from the marketplace and how to lead with value. So does anyone want to cover one of the topics first?
So I'll start, and I think you're being a little bit modest, Vivian. You didn't just dive into real estate. You just recently gotten your license, but you've been involved in real estate. You flipped a couple properties, correct?
Yes, so we stage homes, and my family's in the real estate business, and I've been helping here and there and, making some suggestions on how they can sell their properties and market it the right way. And they have been really super successful with that. So I've been in the field, just in different ways.
Awesome. Okay, so I'll touch bases on bullet point number 1 on how to get your license. So the first thing you want to do is, depending on where you live, you want to type in Google real estate schools in your area. Okay, that's your first step. You Google is your friend in this case.
Hey, Sharika.
Yes.
Sharika, I love the value you're adding. I want for everybody that's in the room to ping some people into the room that will find value in getting started in real estate. If you know somebody that is thinking about joining real estate, go ahead and add them to this room, because these ladies are about to give you some very valuable information. And if you know of anybody that will be able to use it, this is the room for them. Also, I was wondering, Vivian, can you bring Angela on the stage since I do not have a moderator being? Let's bring her up. Hi, Greg. Hi, Nahom. Welcome to our room. Bring some people up. Let's get this conversation started, and I'm going to listen. Sharika, again, thank you so much, and continue.
Okay, so your first step to getting your real estate license, you're gonna want. I know it seems so elementary, but you're gonna want to Google, Bing, Safari, whatever you prefer for your search engine on your computer. Real estate schools in your area, okay? And know your schedule. Know what you can and can't do, because the last thing you want to do is enroll in the first course that you see, and it may not necessarily work for your schedule. I'm located in North Carolina. I am licensed in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, and I'm also in the process of Florida. So, for me, I also, Monday through Friday, I know my schedule is slammed. So the best time frame for me at the time, whenever I took my classes, would be the weekend. So maybe if you're working a regular 9 to 5, you definitely don't want to enroll in a morning class. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? They do have some options of evening classes if you work until 5 p.m. They also have options of the weekend courses like I just mentioned. So you want to find a school that works for you, maybe that your beliefs coincide with their culture. You also want to make sure that the hours work for your schedule so that you aren't signing up for something that you know you can't complete. Okay, so secondly, you want to be attentive while you're in the class, because Grant Cardone always says, never underestimate the effort that it's going to take to complete something. Do not underestimate the effort. You may have been involved in real estate your entire life, but I'm just going to be honest. When you're taking these classes, it's like learning a second language. I'm sure you guys would agree. So you do need to be focused, and you do need to be attentive. So take great notes.
I actually want to add something to that, Sharika, about a new language. And I love how you said really be intentional with it and pay attention, because when I started taking the classes, I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be easy. Like, it's a piece of cake. No. It's like, you know English, and then that's the only language you know. And then someone tells you, okay, now you have 6 weeks to learn this language, and you really have to be intentional with your studies and have everything on schedule. And it really is a completely different language. But once you learn it, things do get easier.
Yeah, so there's a lot of legal terminology involved in the real estate course. So it's not that the information is complicated. It's just that the wording is very complex because it's written from the point of view of an attorney, right? These are all guys who understand legal terminology, and we don't speak in legal terminology every day in our everyday life. So maybe if you're flipping homes, it's going to be a little bit different from you. Okay, so stay focused. So for me, I treated it as if it was like life or death. I treated this as if I didn't pass this my first shot, I was never going to have an opportunity to do this again. That is my mindset going into each individual state that I go to get my license. That is the mindset that I go into the course with. Like, I got to get this. This is my one opportunity. If I don't do this, then I'm going to miss out on an opportunity that fits me, that God has given me, or the universe has given me. I don't know what you guys' beliefs are, or the universe has given me. So I focus on it as if it's life or death. I tune out everyone. I don't need to go to functions. I don't need to go to dinners. I don't need to hang out, because I have got to understand this material because it is important for my future. So if you go into into your class with that thought process, I believe you can knock it out. I have a friend who she's taken it 10 times in North Carolina. I took it one time, knocked it out. Not that because I'm so brilliantly intelligent, which I like to think I am, but it's because I made a conscious decision and to get it done. And I did whatever was necessary. If I didn't understand a topic, I would stay after. I would ask the instructor if there were study groups that I could join. I researched online for like some of the math content. I researched online how to understand it, how to break it down in just smaller ways that I can understand. So just don't be afraid to ask for help. I think that's the main thing, because nobody wants to feel dumb. So don't be afraid to ask for help, because you're not alone. You're not the only one. And I think that's everything. You research, you're going to go on Google, you're going to research your school, find a school that works for you. You're going to research hours. You're going to find hours that works for you. And when you're in the course, you're going to be intentional. You're going to be focused on the materials so that you can get the information and get the heck out of there. Because once you finish school, you have to take your school exam, and then now you have to take your state exam. And a lot of times the verbiage on both of those are totally different.
I just wanted to add to that, Sharika, thank you for mentioning, you have to find the hours that best works for you. But I think that you also need to find how you best learn. So some people can learn online, and that's fine. They can get all of that information and learn online. However, others can't. So I'm very hands-on, and I need to be present. I need to be there in the front row, speaking directly with the teacher. If I have any questions, I need to have them. I need to ask them right away, or write them down and then ask them afterwards to the teacher and get everything answered. Don't leave with any doubt in your mind, or if you don't understand something, like you mentioned, try to understand as much as you can and ask as many questions. But also, what also helped me when I was going through taking my real estate course in Florida, I created my own study guide. The school didn't provide me with it, but every single chapter that I noticed my teacher was emphasizing on, or anything that I didn't understand, I added onto my study guide, and I kept quizzing myself every single day, so it would stay fresh in my mind. So, I actually did the 1 week course, I got it out of the way. 1 week course, passed the test. 2 weeks after, I did the state exam, passed the state exam.
Oh my gosh.
But, because, I actually requested off my job at the time so I could get this done, because that's how I am. I need to learn as much as I can, as fast as I can, and to me that's just easier. So I literally went from Monday to Sunday, every single day. Like I said, every day I would add things onto my study guide. I would quiz myself that same day on everything I learned, and then the next day I would quiz what I learned the next day and the previous day. That way it stays fresh in your mind. I actually did it with Gold Coast, and they also provided you with these flashcards. You had to purchase them separately, but they were amazing because, along with my study guide and my wording, the flashcards had the wording of the state exam. So the questions that were on the study guides were, questions that were on the exam as well. So I found that really helpful for me.
I agree. Sandra, one point that you made that was extremely valuable is the understanding how you learn. There are tests online that you can take to understand if you don't know how you learn to understand. Like for me, I'm audio, so I have to hear it constantly. So I purchase CDs. I purchase the CDs from the school so that as I'm in the car driving, I can listen to the instructor explain each individual chapter, and then once I could hear it, I would read it, and then I would write it, and then it would stick for me. So if you understand how you learn best, then that's going to make you more successful with the course.
I love these tips that you ladies are sharing, and I feel like the most important point that both of you pointed out is really understanding how you learn. And for me, for example, I'm a very visual person, so if I don't see it, I don't understand it. So it's really important that you understand that and you stay laser focused on your goal and don't allow anyone to distract you as to what you're going after. And as a point to that, after you get your state exam and you pass your test, there's a few other things that you need to consider, and that is, where are you going to hang your license? Why are you going to choose this brokerage over this one? And I want to quickly, go over why, EXP is a really great model for those that are in EXP, and those of you maybe that are potentially looking into this, and what have you found of value in EXP that, you can speak upon. For me, for example, I love that it's cloud-based and that you can be anywhere. You don't need a physical office to make money.
Oh, I agree. Today I was actually in EXP World, and I needed to speak with the broker. I literally just logged in, went into the broker stateroom for Florida, because I'm in Florida, and had all my questions answered, and it was literally in 1 second.
And another, just to touch base on what you guys are mentioning, when I first went into the cloud-based world, I was just kind of wandering around and I was lost. And the thing that I loved is even that the receptionists are so attentive. Like, she asked me, she said, do you need help? And I'm like, yeah, can you point me in the direction of your...
Is this an EXP world that you're talking about?
The receptionist, she helped me to guide me to the correct room. So everyone's so helpful. That's what I love about EXP.
And they also have a ton of training. So I was actually signing up for a lot of the courses today. They have a ton of training, and they also give you access to KV Corp, which is one of the lead generation websites.
That is amazing. I mean, what is the importance of KV Core from my standpoint where I'm sitting, because I'm still, in the process of finalizing everything, but I feel that if you are not generating leads and having some sort of system set up, how do you feel that is going to be a reflection of your success in the real estate career? And if anyone else wants to, speak on that topic, I would love for you to share your insight.
In my personal, I think that, you always hear Michael O'Malley talking about the drip, and Claudine talking about the drip as well. And I think that for me, one of the things that is very important, it continued to help my business to grow during the pandemic, was that I had leads coming in, because you weren't necessarily available. You weren't necessarily able to do some of the older tactics, maybe go to networking events and things of that nature. You either had to have referrals or you had to have some type of steady lead source. So I think KV Core is a recession-proof source for your real estate business.
And it also helps in organization. I think that's really important to stay organized, because it's so easy for us to just lose contact. We meet someone, we get their business card, and then we misplace them, or, we don't input their information in a CRM. And I think that to stay organized and be able to follow up with those leads, send them, little holiday flyers or anything like that, just showing them that you care, hey, a month from now, even when it's a lease. I heard this one realtor did something that I thought was very impressive, because with a lease, not many agents spend a lot of time on that, but it's something so simple, every single month he just sent a video message
to one of his clients that he helped to lease the apartment, and he was just like, hey, how are you? How's the apartment? Are you looking to buy yet? And he just kept getting sending notifications to that client, and it helps you stay fresh in that client's mind, because at one point a tenant is going to turn into a buyer, and then once they do, you're in their mind, you're right there. So it's important to stay organized and keep building that relationship so you don't fall.
Yes, absolutely. It's all about building that relationship. And a lot of people, Lysandra, I love how you pointed that out. It's all about, staying fresh in someone's mind. And if you're not doing that, then you're not really in business. You always have to get creative when it comes to marketing in terms of getting in front of people. Sending, 1 or 2 second videos saying, hey, how's your day going? Following up. The gold is in the follow-up, and that's with any type of business. But the most important thing is that you need to have a system in place that allows you to do that, and, choosing to go with a brokerage that fits your personal needs. But we are already at the 20-minute mark of our call. Usually the Power of Real Estate call is around 20 minutes, and I do want to thank all of the speakers today that went on stage and shared their valuable knowledge. If you do want to follow them on their profile, there's ways in how you can connect with them offline, either through Instagram, through Clubhouse. But I do want to also make a note that if you do want to know more about what we are doing, there is a call on Clubhouse as well at 12 o'clock talking about real estate with Elena Cardone. If you don't know who she is, you need to know. And then we will see everyone on next Tuesday at 11 Eastern Standard Time. If anyone else wants to add anything to this Clubhouse call, here's your chance.
I love everything that you guys talk about, share. So proud of you guys. The information that you guys are providing is so valuable, and reaching out and just consistently showing up. I'm just blown away by all of you. I'm excited for 12 o'clock. Hopefully, anyone that's here on stage is joining us in Clubhouse, and then the opportunity call. And if you're in real estate, I always say this is a very, very consistent business that you have to reach out to people, connect, and build each other up. I saw the negative side of the industry where people are breaking each other down. I'm not interested in creating a culture like that, and this is what makes us so different. We pump each other up. There's plenty of business out there, and I am so grateful you guys are uniting, bringing people together, and continuing to add value to one another. Love all of you, and I am complete.